easy now. Listen. The game's not up. Are you kidding me? What is this spam? Thank you very much. Aloha, you're number one in the chat today, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the bits, the bit spam. Thank you very much. We're going over here, though. We're going over here. Welcome in, you guys. What the hell is that? Hey, thank you so much. Holy smokes. I have to change that. Hey, Captain Fury, hello. Good to see you, my friends. And aloha. I'm not going to read every single line. What is that crazy shit? I'm getting spammed. I'm getting spammed out here. Hi, dudes. It's a Friday. It's a wonderful Friday, isn't it? And 040, the latest and greatest, is on its way in just about 7 days, you know? Holy spam. I'll be changing that. Thank you for the 355 bits, by the way. I hope you're having a good time. AK Kilo Yo-Yo. Listen, thank you. Thank you. Hey, that gun's for hire. I appreciate it. Faded, dude. Yo. Thank you for being here. Sinister. Thanks for being here too, man. Guys, I appreciate it. Hello, guys. Yo. That fucking spam, dude. Oh, that spam's a problem. Oh, man. That was a matter. Hey, guys, I already read all this. I'm not even going to lie to you. I've gone through the patch notes already, and I'm not going to read every single line. That's not what today's going to be. Oh, Jesus. Hey, politically okay. How you doing, man? Oh, you guys are... I'm getting spammed like fucking crazy. Thank you. Have you guys had the ability to see it politically okay? Can you see that in Twitch chat? I hope you can. Let me see. Oh, we got it. Good. We're all set. Good. Hi. So I read this. It's the oh man, it's the first time I've ever read every single line of a patch note ever in any Path of Exile I've ever played. You know? Yeah, insane. Oh, crazy. And so I don't know if you guys did the same or not, but there's a couple standouts. Thank you very much. Hey, Ventar, I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Yeah. I know. You know, I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I don't see the point of that. Like, you know, you could just do that. I can give you my perspective on it, though. I think it's important. It seems like. So I'm gonna pause the tunes here. I'm gonna try to. Thank God it works. It seems to me like fire is heavily pushed in this, and it makes sense because we're doing like this druid fire kind of like this druidic mode, right? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate it. Who's that? Oh, it's a Kyle Walker. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. And guys, thank you for the bits everywhere. You guys are nuts. So heavy fire pushing. We've got this like lunar druid thing. So lightning and cold is being pushed. That makes a lot of sense. Does this sound okay, guys? Does the mic sound okay? I've recently fixed the entire stream studio. Did that last night. Lighting should be okay. Like, it's great over here, you know? You get to be a dragon and shit, which is pretty cool. Bring up that link too. It's super. Look at this. This artwork's fantastic. Oh boy. There we go. That's going to be a long day. Cheers. Thank you very much. Cheers and salute. Oh, wait. Are you guys seeing that spam on the YouTube side? I should probably check that out. You know, if I was a good streamer, I would know. Let me give that a peek. Okay, you're not. That's good. Woohoo. Got it. Cheers, man. Beshwin, I want to say thanks as well, you guys. Thank you for the consideration to continue supporting the stream. I appreciate that a lot. All you guys, you know. Jubes Kid, Vincent, regret you as well, my friend. Happy Friday. Welcome in, yeah? That's not even touching it. The bot's ignoring that sucker. Yeah, it's not happening. What the fuck is that? 1,000 bits. Oh, thanks a lot, you guys. Thank you very much. No, it doesn't even hit it. If you missed it, okay, here's what I think. This is like important. A couple things. So lots of changes. One of the biggest ones we ever did before was I'm going to put it over here really quick. It's going to be builds. So what the fuck is that? Okay, I don't even know that there's things flying across the Twitch stream. I have no idea what that is. This is the bit stuff? Okay, got you. YouTube guys, I'm not sure if you even see that. Thank you for the 5,000 bits and all the spam in front of that. You know, thank you very much. That shit ain't free. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And thanks for making fucking Friday morning kind of fun. It's amazing. Thank you. Yeah? Insane. Crimson Cass, how you doing, man? Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't even know today was the partner anniversary, really. Didn't even know, but today it is. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah. You said Dragon Wolf Hybrid seems like it might be cool. I'm sure it will be. Yeah, Naladar, I'm sure there will be, yeah? Oh, thank you, guys. Yeah. Jupiter, thank you so much. I'm going to show you this. We were doing this crit strike spark blood mage, okay? You guys remember this? 77 in chat if you ever played this. This website doesn't show it too much, but this is what we were on. So it was a breach ring kind of Calm's life stacking, spend your life to cast. That's what this build tried to do, and it was very good at it. We had triple grand spectrum rubies. We had 6% max life. Get from nothing, so you're getting additional projectile speed. Like, that's what we were doing, yeah? Okay, just so you know, and I'll drop the hammer right now on you, it's about 60% nerfed, okay? It's about a 60% nerf based on the patch notes and some reading. And so what that means is it's still way more than enough to beat the shit out of the game. I don't think this game is good enough yet to absorb roughly 4 million DPS from this build. What used to be an 11 million, maybe we'll call it 12 million top end damage, that's not something you're going to obtain anymore. It's not even possible. And so with that, you can still craft the gear the same. You can find the gear the same way. It's still going to be insane, but just know that it's 60% nerf. So where I'm getting that data is from the patch notes. It's just basically telling you that a few things have changed. Adalui's bloodletting, tech rod, the way that that works is caps. There's now something really interesting though. There's two really interesting things with Spark. So let me see, don't need this. Spark, okay? Spork. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. X Factor. Thank you for the 100 bits as well, you guys. Thank you. So if you remember, in Path of Exile 2, we're using infusions. Give me a 33 in chat if you do not remember what infusions are. Like, you heard about it, but you weren't sure, you know? Thank you, Midnight Rage. I appreciate that too. This is combos feature. It's spammable. I guess so, man. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah. You're interested in the plants and growing them with thunderstorms. There we go. Plant-based stuff. Yeah, you can do that too. But there's a limit. And there's something else I caught that I was talking to Sakiri about before I streamed today. I was like, hey, this is an important one. I didn't even talk about it. It's really, really important. Okay, I didn't know. Okay. Cold infusions, my friends. So the idea is like the infusion game. So if you can get something to create infusions and you absorb that infusion, you can infuse your spark with the next thing that you do so that it's cold infusion, cold infused spark. And so, well, again, I gave away all my gear to people to enjoy the game. I don't have that, but that whole thing is what we're trying to do, I guess, in this patch is like, they don't want you pressing one button. However, I'll tell you that like, you're just going to do one button to get this other skill to go. You can just do that and then be in a spammable situation where you're getting permanent cold infused sparks and go if you want to do the spark build, because I got some like background with that build. I kind of get it. And so if you looked at it, it's like, you know, they've kind of buffed it. They kind of just straight up buff spark. So sparks buffed, cool. And then you looked at the Choir of the Storms, okay? So Choir of the Storms, CHOIR, Choir of the Storms here. It now has more lightning resistance. It goes up to 50 to 100, so it's going to help you cap that easier. But the other one that was interesting is this. So Choir of the Storm's Lightning Bolt skill. What this is whenever you critically strike, right, you would call down Lightning Bolt and you could buff that to do whatever you want. They used to have one cooldown. So I hit you with Spark, boom, lightning happens. But because we have a 100% chance to crit because of the way Blood Mage was, and by the way, there's other ways to do it now, which is pretty cool, but Blood Mage still slaps. Choir of the Storm is going to allow you to have 5 cooldowns. So you can hit with a Spark, and those basically you can hit five more lightning bolts than you could before, which is pretty crazy. That means everything doesn't rely anymore on particularly just necessarily getting all this damage through Adalui's and stuff. The early versions of Spark are going to feel really good, and then it's going to kind of teeter out, and then it's going to start to drop off until you start crafting your gear, and that goes back up, which is kind of interesting, okay? Yeah, insane. Giveaway. What do you mean giveaway? Yeah. It's about 60%, because here's the thing. Death Star, here's the thing. You can just craft really crazy endgame gear like that, and because like nothing that I've seen is gone, so like omens are still there. All the greater exalts, perfect chaos, it's all still in the game. So you can still make really strong gear, and it's going to slap. And this also includes the fact that there's going to be another one that we used a lot. If you got into the end game, it was something witch, what's her name? Something witch is Hedge Witch Hassandra's rune is now limited to 1. So you can't just be spamming these in your gear, which is pretty good. Yeah. By the way, where was Super Fit Mark, dude? Hey man, thank you for the happy partner anniversary. You make this better by being here. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you all very much for this crazy train and all this crazy beginning. I appreciate it all very much, you guys. Thank you so much. Talk to me, Aloha. And Vince, how you doing, man? Vigilant Vince and Crouching. Welcome in, my friends. Hopefully you're doing well. What do I think about Pathfinder now? The Ascendancy where you can start from any part of the tree sounds interesting. Yeah, so here's that thing, right? In Pathfinder, they talked about the fact that you could like go Marauder start and stuff, which is, I thought, pretty cool. The problem is, I can't see this. I'll show you. If I go to Path of Building, right, and I check out like Community Fork 2, yeah. No, I'm not going to play Spark. I promise you, I'm not playing Spark. I promise you I'm not. We'll talk about that in a second because I haven't really locked it in, but today's stream is basically going to do that. as long as I can see some patch notes or like increases for nodes. So there's about 250 nodes here that we don't get, and there's a bunch of changes over here as well. But the fact that we don't know what this is, to answer the question, do I think it's interesting? Hell yeah, it's interesting. But I don't know what 250 points are. So I really can't speculate on what that's going to be, right? Next song. Song's good, but it's all right. Yeah. They nerfed crit scaling with life, so it's going to be real hard to get crit cap. Harder, right? Because we were way over crit cap. If you looked at what we could do before with the build to get crit cap, we were actually choosing later on in like a wand craft. There's like 3 crits, right? We'd have attack, we'd have cast speed, critical damage bonus multi, or crit chance. And we never had to get crit chance, and that would push us way over crit chance cap. So we're still going to get it. It's just going to be one less choice of potentially crit multi, which is why it's a 60% nerf, you know? Like, you're still doing 4 million damage, and that's like with some of the best gear in the game, which is interesting, yeah. Andreas, how you doing, man? What are you guys thinking of playing? So I like that you can do this. That's pretty sweet. What looked interesting to me was unarmed. So unarmed combat, the attack time went up from 1.4 to 1.65, which was pretty cool. And then there was the gloves. The gloves that were brought in to help with hollow palm technique. And it seems like that makes base crit 15% now, which is what you get with Blood Mage. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Like, your melee crit is now like pretty consistent as well if you go that way. This build looks kind of basic. Yeah, it's because it's not a build yet, yeah. Smith of Katava, yeah, probably. What's that? Do you like Smith of Katava? You a fan of that? You're trying to do a fire conversion into chaos. See, that sounds kind of fun. But how are you going to scale your chaos up? What's that? Fire Bear? So let's take a look. Let's take a look at Druid, okay? They talk about the new class of Druid, all that stuff. This is some talisman stuff. It is a 2-handed item, okay? Hey, Looper, thanks, man. And Sona, thank you very much. You guys are great. Show you the gloves for the hollow palm. Okay, it's in the patch notes. We'll scroll past. We'll get to it. But this is what we're going to chit chat about. Is some of this stuff. Like, it doesn't look. If I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Immediately, it's combo. Like, it's exactly the vision, right? It's combo-esque Druid stuff. Anybody can use this. Anybody can use a talisman. It's an item. It's a weapon type. So the second you have it on your character, you could be like a Gemling Legionnaire stat stacking, which they changed by the way as well. Like, that was kind of interesting. So the question becomes, like, what's the showcase, right? What's going on, man? Chiefs fan, yo. What's the showcase around using items like that with the Ascension updates to see how do you become busted? And I haven't seen anything off the hop that makes me go, oh wow, that's it right there. Like, that's the one. But one thing I noticed was, like, if you looked up fire, right? If you looked up fire stuff, 43 mentions of fire, whether it's fire infusions, fire resistance, fire flammability multiplication. One thing I had to remind myself was you can't like, resistance is different in this game. You can penetrate any resistance the monster has down to 0, and then you have to have like negative resistance application to do more damage. So again, I can explain that if that's confusing. I didn't get that the first time through. You didn't see things for stat stacking? Care to elaborate? You didn't see things for stat stacking. Well, you can stat stack. They're trying to reduce its effectiveness because it's just bland, I think. Like, it's a good method. So here's what we're talking with stat stacking. Let's say you took, not a ranger. Let's say you went in with like a merc, right? Mercenary guy, he's starting off. And you just go, what a good song. What a good tune. And you go all the way downtown, right? And you just start picking like every single attribute, right? This is stat stacking. Look at this decision you would make, right? You go all the way down. It's a straight shot all the way down to like polymathy. Then you got 7%. And we've done this many times where you start stacking like, you know, beef because it's what's for dinner, and up we go, right? We've seen this a million times. It's fine. There's nothing fun about that. It's just kind of really effective. And so to elaborate on the fact that you didn't see much about it, that's it. Like, that's what you'd be doing. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Master Laps? Yo, dude. Have you seen this shit? Dude, look at this. You need to look at this. Look at this Druid stuff. Look at this. I'm in the way. Look at this bear shit. Instant shape shifting. Anybody can do it. It's awesome. Right? Oh yeah, I look like your dad, but I'm not. Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to league start yet. Not sure. Here's one that I thought was pretty cool. Oh, come on now, yeah. Really? Oh. One of these days, Master Laps, he says, hey man, no PC for Christmas. Got to get $1,500 worth of repairs in that front end of that truck. I can't wait till you get a chance to get that cleaned up. Because man, there's so many fun things. We got to do some stuff. We got to play some Path of Exile 2. Arc rated up. It's going to be amazing. Thank you, Realism. I appreciate that, man. Today's the day, I guess, huh? Yeah. Here's what I thought was kind of interesting. Stormweaver, right? Stormweaver, kind of interesting. If you take a peek at what Stormweaver gets. Oh, by the way, there's like 3 things I wanted to mention, and one of them is bleed magnitude. So refracted infusion now grants, when collecting elemental infusions, gain another of a different type. Gain another different elemental infusion, previously 50% chance. So whenever you get an infusion, which is what we always want to be doing, basically, depending on how we play, we just get another one. That's 2. You had to drop 2K on a Cadillac? Jeez, guys, eh? Not the time of year for that stuff. That's not fun. That's right. Yeah, kids come first, right? Do anything for our kids around here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I totally agree. No, I totally agree. I'm right there with you. Hey, totally with you on that one, yeah. Can't get cocaine ants. They're off the table. Can't do that anymore, yeah. Gas grenade Pathfinder, or you're growing plants. That's what you want to do, Hasker? Gonna log in and garden my way to victory. You guys are all doing plant stuff. That's interesting. So I'm not taking that approach at all. That actually isn't something I want to do. Infusing all of my skills for extra benefit, sure, whatever those skills are going to be. Storm's recollection now grants remnants can be collected from 50% further away, okay? And then multiplying squalls grants, this is it right here. This is the one I thought was pretty cool. This is it. I got to pause. So multiplying squalls now grants +2 to the limit of elemental skills. So multiplying squalls, yeah? And that's going to be over here. So we're talking Sork stuff. Just as like let's see. So multiplying squalls, right? Every elemental skill gets +2 to the limit of it. So if we start doing Comet, or we start doing like Firestorm, we're basically going to have a screen that we can't see, and we're bringing down all these different effects. Like everything's happening, many versions of it. So that seems already kind of interesting. So now you're just clicking a button a few times and going forward. We're almost at 1 button build. Got it. And we get elemental infusions because we can set it up that way, which makes sense. What's this? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Here we fucking go. I thought that was pretty cool. And then there's one more, the Echo. So this came through with Zarok's Refrain. So it grants spell echo 3 times. So essentially what used to be 2 and 1 is now going to be like, shit, 6 extra spells. I'm like, huh. So what's a spell I want to cast and have it echo 6 times? It's like Comet. That would rip everything apart. Like Comet would be gross as long as it continues to happen, you know? And so we can do that. And if you go with the bear can do war cries, and you can have war cries again on totems, spell totems on top of that. I'm not sure. Yeah. No, Sakiri, he's got a huge leak, you know? Yep. That's fucking nuts. Master Lab, it's a heavy day. The best melee minion and leaves us with only ranged minions is top tier? Oh, really? Yeah. Atlantean 77. Are you not a fan of the big changes to minions? You don't like it? Remember, you get all these wolves and stuff now, right? Hey, doing Kami? Yo, and Aggressive Alex. Welcome in, guys. Yo. You're a place to carry your bearing? What the hell's that? What the hell's that? Yeah. Insane. Thank you. Hey, Reaper. Poke you back, man. Thank you very much. Joss. Hey, man. Working it. Hey, try, man. Yeah. Self-Frost. Thank you very much. Yeah. You fucking guys, man. You're too kind. Thank you. I do have to change that sound to something a little bit more subtle. That's what I have to do. Hey, I'm doing great, man. I read through all these, and I'm just kind of sharing my thoughts overall. Spark is something I'm not going to play, but it's still very good. Still very, very good, yeah? Oh, is the button stuck? Be responsible, sir. Please and thank you, yeah? I am good, yeah. Hey, Beach Tree, thank you so much, yeah? Really? That's fucking pricey. I've rebuilt motors and stuff in my life. It's not fun. It's not great, yeah? Pretty excited for Frost Werewolf. Okay. Have a look at some of this. Oh, they added this too. This is important to talk about. They added the wind tag to a bunch of stuff too. So that's going to be tough to like track, but wind tag was added to the following skills they said, and there's a whole cluster of them. Okay, right here. So wind types. Twister, Whirling Slash, Wind Blast. Wing Blast is like obviously the dragon one. Whirlwind Lance, Wind Serpent's Fury, Tornado Shot, and all this stuff. So one other thing that was interesting, if you guys didn't know, it seems like if you enjoyed bows, not a fan. Extra additional arrow has been thrown out the window. So it's kind of rough. Check this out. There used to be a modifier on bows that say bow attacks fire X additional arrows. That's gone now. So now what's going to happen is you have of surplus, splintering, shards, and many. You can have up to 200% extra arrows go, but it's not a consistent shot every time. So how do I describe that in plain English? It's a huge nerf because you could consistently do basically double damage, right? If you had a bow that says fires an extra arrow, you just doubled your damage pretty much. Now, that's not the case because that same situation won't always happen. You have a 200% increased chance to fire that arrow, additional arrow, 2 or 3. So sometimes you're going to get these bursty situations on bow. Sometimes you're not, you know? And so it seems like they're adding in this variance. So I don't know why. Maybe because bows are overperforming all the time. Maybe. Everything I saw, I'm going to pause right here so I can think and just give you my thoughts again. Everything I saw, it seems to me like lightning arrow and the like, it's still on the menu. You can still do all this stuff. There's no reason not to. Like, it's still going to be strong. I haven't seen a huge nerf to the values. The only thing that I can't tell you guys, like, with certainty is this. I don't... Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I can't tell you what the 250 bits are. That I don't know. Too crazy with this, man. You guys are far too kind to me. You are. Fubgun says LA Deadeye is still one of the best. And I agree. I don't know what he's saying. I've never talked to the guy at all. But if you just read this, it's like, yeah, nothing really changed, you know? Yeah, well, a lot of things are nerfed. Lightning damage just didn't pole vault over that conversation. But it's the question of how much damage do you have to do to make the game's content a breeze? Lightning still very much is in that conversation greatly. It's still fine. But then you get shit like this where the bow attacks is not consistent and suddenly things aren't going face down, ass up. Here's one. Here's one for you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you very much. What are you hitting? This is crazy. I just assume it's 5. You're sneaking in some value under the rug, man. Please. All good. You know? Ventrix, thank you so much. Yeah. What's this sad about? Poison also got nerfed, buff at the same time, but all in all, bow changes is bad? Yeah, it did. Yeah. What's my plans after I saw the Druid? Well, I could show you. I don't have it built yet, but I already have a transition for the Shaman. You know, like that guy's ready to go. Yeah. Aviator, thank you. Lightning was way overpowered. Glad it's getting nerfed. Okay, so Workman, if it's no longer good, what do you play? I'm curious. Yeah. I think that, let me see here. I think I was pumping in different skills and stuff. I'm sure it's all gone now. I was pumping in different skills just to see what they were talking about, what their revisions were, and how that kind of came through the POB. But the gloves. So I think it was Crushing Fist or something like this. Let me see what this is. I might have it wrong here. Items, skills, that's fine. New. Tree doesn't matter. That's fine. I don't care. Allocate this. It doesn't matter. Not even Huntress. Okay, close this down. Reload. Okay, Path of Building 2. Insane. I'm going to do something that shocks. Absolutely, I am, yeah. You want Ice Bow to be a cool thing, but it kind of sucked. Would have loved to have you seen what they did with Ice? He says, this is Ding Games in chat. Would love to see that get buffed up versus nerfing it across the board. It did, actually. Yeah, so Ice Shards here got buffed. So Ice Shards, Ice, let me see at the very top, kick down. Okay, so don't care about this. That's not it. No, that's not it. Ice right here, Ice Fragments. So Ice Fragments created by skills such as Escape Shot, which is where you go back and shoot, and Ice-tipped arrows are now only able to hit each enemy once per group of fragments. And so, like, keep going through. The ice damage went up, right? So you can see, now it's 2 meters, so it's a bigger area of effect. Instead of dealing 131%, it's 172, so it's more viable. It now fires 3 fragments instead of 4. So the damage goes up with less. So that happens. So I think all in all, it's a slight, like maybe a 20% buff. So if you like that ice gameplay, you can definitely get that. And I remember Snipe. I remember reading Snipe too. So Snipe's Icy Blast now deals 2,160 damage, up from 1,878. So if you liked that whole like slow down the gameplay with a bunch of ice shots and then like snipe this guy to smack him one shot, this is now better. It's that gameplay is supposed to be there for you in a more robust way. I also believe that the time frame to land that snipe or that like perfect strike for ranged is increased to be a little bit more comfortable as well. Yeah. I think ice-tipped arrows, snipe, and that whole cold bow thing is on the menu. But I don't know that it's insane. I just know that it's effective. Does that make sense? This is the kind of thing where the gear takes into conversation. Like, okay, so gear, how good is my gear? How many bows did I shoot? How many arrows did I shoot? And what's that explosion look like? That kind of thing. You know? Me too. Yeah. Oh, did you notice this too? Was there anybody in chat that ever played Try Herald stacking on the Monk? You guys are hitting Tempest Bell, which by the way got buffed. So you're doing all the different heralds, right? You'd have like Herald of Thunder, Ice, you'd have Fire, all that stuff. And you're self-propagating your heralds to like blow up the entire screen. Do you remember that gameplay? This is like really, really early stuff. Well, I'm happy to tell you that the chess piece that they made, and the name eludes me at the moment. There's a unique that gives you all three. That got buffed too by about 50%. It's a 150% increased value. Oh, I didn't tell you the best part. I didn't tell you the one thing that I thought was insane. Insane item. We're definitely absolutely doing trade, by the way, and I cannot wait to get my hands on this amulet. Defiance of Destiny is insane. We should all, if you want to feel real tanky in this game, regardless what the content is, Defiance of Destiny just got a huge buff. So you recover up to 30% of your missing life. It used to be 20. That's insane. Like that is so freaking strong. It's ridiculous. This is the kind of thing where if you're a low life, like you're constantly spending that life and you're missing a majority of your life, you're just constantly like capped. Like you're very difficult to kill with one item. It's disgusting. It's really, really crazy. So the second I read that, I was like, what? What the hell is that? Anyway, let's go to the top for a second. Let me see. Bleed Magnitude, right? What's it called? I put it in the Discord today. I got to see what I think it's Crimson something. Let me take a little peek. Yeah, Crimson Assault. Here we go. Crimson, come on. Wow. Crimson Assault key passive. Here we go. What's this? Hey, Kami. What's going on here? Oh, man. Thank you for the 3 months. Yeah, Svolen's also huge. Svolen's a shield. It's really, really good. The Crimson Assault key passive. Let's speak English here. Crimson Assault, right? Okay. Crimson Assault key passive right here, okay? Got it. Bleeding you inflict is aggravated, which means the game treats all the bleeding you do as if somebody's moving. When you move in the game, you take like double bleed damage. Like you're running, you're bleeding out, okay? Everything's aggravated. So no matter if they're standing still or not, they're taking double damage. Base duration's 1 second. Got it. Yeah. Come get some, dude. Thank you. And then it grants 50% more, which is multiplicative magnitude of bleeding you inflict. Okay. How you doing, Maxim? Yo. And thank you for the happy partner anniversary today, my friend. So I thought Crimson Assault looked pretty good. This is, pause last time. This is the one that I think I want to check out. This is it. It's between this and Stormweaver for me. Hey, what's going on, Philly? I think I want to play something that's a bleed variant, or I want to do something with Stormweaver, because Stormweaver is something I never got into really, and it always sucked compared to like Chronomancer, compared to Blood Mage. And so I guess the interesting thing for me is like, how do I make use of this new totem, or this primal talisman, this new item to play in a druidic form with some kind of elemental buff? And that's what I want to figure out. Or we just scrap that, because, you know, we could get it like this wyvern thing for this whole like lightning fire obvious push. If that's where, and when we start to echo our attack, or we start to like put additional limits on it. Like if you look at this, let's take a look at the actual skills for a second, right? Oil Barrage, it's an attack. Devour, it's an attack. Wing Blast, that is an AoE melee wind attack. Okay, then we have over here Flame Breath. It's a wyvern AoE sustained fire duration channeling skill. It's not spell stuff, so it doesn't really play into like the fantasy of a Stormweaver. But bleeding is nuts. I know in previous experience playing, when you bleed something out, it's basically dead on the spot, DOA. But that could no longer happen in this game, from what I understand. Yeah. I don't think Wyvern is implicitly slow. I think that the videos we see and stuff like this guy just doesn't have good gear. Like he's trying to push movement speed. They're trying to showcase the build. So I think this thing could be like nuts. I think it could be quick, in reduced duration. Volcano comes out easy, no problem. And then we're just stomping around. Like, I think so. I think they're trying to showcase the build. Yeah. Billy, thank you for the 5 months, man. I'm not seeing the, listen, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah. You think they're large and look slower? So maybe, but look at this wyvern, man. Like that would be fun to play as. Now you guys are talking about Wrath of Nature and stuff. Volcano spell, right? Entangle spell. Thunderstorm, right? Conjure a thunderstorm, which causes lightning strikes and torrential rain in the area, making things wet, right? Sure, right? So you can shock them easier, chill them easier. That's fine. No problem. What's the other one here? Spell Totem. Yeah, this is the one. Consumes 3 power or endurance charges to raise a totem that uses socketed spells, cannot use skills with cooldowns. So that was kind of interesting because it all sounds really good until you need to consume charges, which is exactly what we had to do for Flicker Strike. And that was difficult to do early on, but once you had it working, it was great. So this is just a tough build. I think this is the kind of one where you do what we did last season, where you have a build that you play as like whatever, as a druid, as a shaman, whatever you name it. And then you go into this later on. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Because you're not going to be able to get a bunch of power charges or endurance charges unless you're doing like shape-shifting stuff like Wolf and stuff, because you can like Bear gives you endurance charges as an example. I'm pretty sure Wolf gives you power charges. So you're shifting in and out to get the payoff as the human form, right? So I think if you're okay with that, that's fine. But it's not going to be the most efficient path. It's just a way to go. Yeah, it's insane. You did a Reap Warrior last league, yeah? I have to do it again with the bleed buffs. Did you enjoy it? Little Looter, like, did you have fun doing that? Because I played a spear build before that did bleeding. It was very, very, very good. Like it can carry player 6. It was disgusting. So it looks nice. Here we go. Yeah. The Oracle, right? I don't think I'm down with the Oracle yet. I need to learn a little bit more about what this thing actually feels like to play. It didn't seem any better than a Chronomancer to me, but I'm probably wrong about that. I probably am. So what am I going to play? Crimson Assault, 50% more magnitude of bleeding. Lightning is still fine. Fire is being pushed. I think we should get into something fire-based. Hey, it's Dragon Yo. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. Wyvern with Bloodletting Gem. Anything with Bloodletting Gem is still good. But just remember, to get the big benefit of Adelui's Bloodletting, you're going to have caps on it all, Tech Rod, all that stuff. You're still going to have to run a bunch of Trial of Sekimas because you're going to have to pay for those Grand Spectrums, which, by the way, I think the Resistance one got buffed. So if you need Resistance Grand Spectrums, they're there. The Sapphire ones are much cheaper. Lemonade, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm happy to hear that. Is there any good fire build? Well, so like, the truth is you don't got to rebuild the wheel, right? If you go to poe.ninja, because you don't recollect what was going on, you can click on builds from Path of Exile 2, Rise of the Abyss, and you're going to see some Deadeye, Blood Mage, all that stuff. But if there's a skill that you thought was pretty cool, as an example, I'll show you a little sneaky one. And I say sneaky because of who brought it up on the Discord made me interested, and I looked into it as well. There's one here called Lingering Illusion. If you guys didn't catch that, I think it's probably the most buffed thing in this entire patch. So Lingering Avoid. Yeah, here we go. So Lingering Illusion, right? Void Illusions. Let me see. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, that's not it. Void Illusion. Let's see. Void Illusions. Okay, right here. So Void Illusion skill granted by Grasp of the Void now has a cooldown of 4 seconds at all gem levels. 4 seconds, okay? Skills granted by Grasp of the Void now deal 1,268 damage, up from 670. So that's a massive, like, you basically doubled it up. And you get 3 cooldown charges. So here's what this thing does, because I didn't know this either. I had to look it up because I never played this. But Void Illusion was a build where it rewards you for rolling. Every time you roll, you create a Void Illusion, an illusion of your character, that's out for 2 seconds. And if and when that illusion that you create when you dodge roll dies, it's going to do now double damage than before. And you could do it 3 times. So what you could do is like roll. Now you have 3 different illusions of yourself, plus you, maybe a little bit of extended duration. The boss does some kind of attack that kills all the illusions. It's going to take like a shit ton of damage. Like you're going to one-shot stuff. Hey, RW, what's up, man? Yo. So Void Illusion was in my view, the largest gain. But here's why I don't like it. Because these guys could just erode. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to get killed by anything. You have to constantly spam dodge, which we do anyway. But it just doesn't seem like it's convenient gameplay. It's like, it'd be nice if it died, right? It'd be nice if something died, but it's not always guaranteed. So I thought that was kind of weird. So Void Illusion, probably the biggest one. So back to the point we're making. If you liked Void Illusion, you can come down here. You can check out like Void, right? Who the hell was playing Void Illusion? Like who liked that? And you can see that they're basically Flicker Strike. It's a Flicker Strike build. Interesting, okay? So you got to have ingenuity, but maybe you don't. So it's Flicker Strike into Void Illusion, cooldown recovery, so you make this happen more. And this I don't agree with at all. Mana Leech, Life Leech. The illusions have 1 life. So you can clean this up. Magnified area, pinpoint crit, that makes sense. So the illusion always crits or crits more frequently and has a bigger AoE when it explodes. That makes sense. It's almost like in Diablo 4, the Tugboat, right? The Tugboat Rogue would be like that. That's exactly what I think this plays as. And then, let me see, downtown, Flicker Strike. There you go. Really, man? Let me put that coffee down. Thank you so much. What the hell? What's this about? Hey, you fuck, congratulations. B Wizzle, yeah? Michael Zach, congratulations. Peppo Love, yeah? In the Monster Moose. Go say thanks to RWCW, yeah. playing with this recently, man. Thank you, thank you. Cheers. Yep. Did you say triple? Triple Vine Arrow? Excuse me. In boss fights with a 12 limit toxic growth plus wet equals drizzling? Yeah? We're going to check out right now, little leader. We're going to play. I'm going to break your heart. I'm going to show you something that changed here, and it's pretty important. So I sent this on over to Security earlier on, and I'm glad I read this because I wouldn't have caught this. 1 second. I want to get this message out here. You got to see this. Crazy. Yep. Watch this. Hope you're sitting down, you guys. Are you comfortable? Are you sitting down? Because I'm gonna break your heart right now. Here we go. Monster changes. Bosses now have anti-burst damage mechanics. So here we go. Once a boss has finished its emergence or becomes aggressive to the damage reduction period starts counting down. The damage reduction tapers down from full effect to no effect over the course of duration. For every unit the boss moves from its starting location, the damage reduction falls off even faster. So basically what they're trying to do here, and there's a little bit more literature, is you can't do 12 different poisonous sources and then just, they're trying not to do that. They're going to make you work for the fight now, which is interesting because that coincides with the vision you can see in the post about them giving rare monsters, unique monsters, more modifiers from Delirium and just otherwise. So it seems like that setup that we all love to do where you just instantly blow up a boss, they're working away from that Path of Exile too. And I'm going to sip on some coffee, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on that one, because that might directly go like right in the face of the way you like to play. That's a conversation starter right there. Cheers and salute. Yeah. No, this is just the initial. It's the initial anti-burst, I guess, right? It's a good point too. You wonder if that starts over when they go through phases. I sure hope not. Yeah. You like DR on bosses, do you, Detian? Yeah, instead of bosses having 100 times more HP, says in chat. Interesting. So instead of it being a damage sponge, right? Yeah, Grand Fox, you gonna test that? You said as long as it isn't, this is Atlantean in chat, as long as it isn't a one-shot setup for bosses to kill you, this is more about your damage to the boss, not the boss damage to you. Okay? That's what I think so too. Yeah. Hey, Bidet, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Nice to meet you. Come on in. Yo. Of course, can't blame them though. People are making those bosses look mediocre. Big time. Big time. Yeah. Daniel's like, oh my God, I'm done with it. He says, GG, the game was good. That's going to make you stop? What's going on, Path Shaper? Dude, yo, theory crafting, covering patch notes, and letting you know, like, kind of like what I saw, what kind of stood out. Happy to hear what you saw that stood out too. And maybe we're starting to hone in on like what our starter build is going to be. Yeah. And then we can decide if we're going to go like Druid or not, right? We'll see. Thank you, Escape. I appreciate that, man. I didn't even know today was my day. I'm bad with that stuff, man. You know, some people have like plans for their partner anniversary, affiliate anniversary. Well, I don't even focus on that. I focus on getting the content out there, you know, and good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Bear of Katava. Yeah, you're a fan of that? No dodge roll changes. It's a hard sell. Actually, there's a build here you could do if you wanted to. Lingering void illusions. So you'll create like illusions of yourself and just basically make the tugboat rogue in Diablo 4. Yeah, I think so. Dapper Goldie, what's going on the YouTube side? Walter, what's up, man? Do you know what you're gonna play? My cause, dude. Yo. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I feel like after reading this, it's a bit of an I feel thing. I feel like fire is something we should be trying to make nuts. Like really, really good. I feel like fire builds is something that's going to be incredible. I just don't, I can't quantify that yet because I keep going into like a very similar path, which I don't want to do, but I am. I think fire with ignite, because you can't infinitely ignite spread anymore. But that with trample toe just seems obvious. Like it's going to blow everything away. And the fact that you can put this singular damage from a volcano on a target and just massive eruption there, it just seems like a no-brainer. It really does, you know? Oh, Hewick. Hyogara, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, Beetlejuice. Thank you. Yeah, I think so too. I think the Druid looks fantastic. Like, it looks fun. This does not look like something I want to do. I'm going to be straight up. I've been doing that already, you know? Like, the new class? No. Yeah, this shit. Give me some of that Wyvern Tang. Give me some of that bear action, right? This wolf thing, I'm not seeing it. Like, it's not pulling me in, but I know it's, like, I'm sure it's great. It's just not like bear. Yeah, for me, it's bear dragon, but I'm looking through like the data points, going like, how do I play that? How do I put that together in a way it looks fun? You know what I mean? And so it's not there yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, yeah. Appreciate it. Glad you came around this. What's that? Moosehead. Thank you for 2 months. Druid's okay. Yeah, it's not bad. If that unique is the only one they managed to get done with the transform, no, I don't think so. Oh, sorry. I should probably read out your entire thing. So Aladdin in chat says, I wonder if the unique is the only one they managed to get done that transform in other forms. I don't believe so. I think that there's going to be even more. I believe there's more. I didn't see it here in the patch notes. If you play no more pre-building, you're just going to go with it as you play? Interesting. That's what I'm saying. I don't see that with the Ascension stuff, right? I don't get to see any of that tang yet. Hey, Zerta. Yo. Thank you, Gambit. Hello, mon ami. How goes? So we need to find out more about this. Yeah. He wants you to find them, which I love. Some of these support gems, like, okay, like, it's all good. You know what? That's the thing with today. Like, I just want to share some information with the patch notes and stuff and start just getting some concepts down to figure out what makes sense based on what we're reading. Understanding what's going on with respect to like the temple running and all that jazz, just getting a good feel for it, because we just got the content drop yesterday, did the podcast, which is cool, the Echoes podcast, and now it's like, okay, what's the meat and potatoes? What are we looking at? Interface change is fine, but the anti-burst tech is something you're going to want to pay attention to in hardcore, which is why I'm bringing it up, right? Visibility improvements in the Grim Tangle, Fungal Proliferator, all this stuff. It seems like they're adding the way that they're making. I'm going to pause this up because I know. Oh my God, Metallica, stop! Oh my goodness, it's not respecting my authority. It seems like if you guys read this, I'd love to hear your feedback on this. They're trying to make monsters more rippy, and what I mean by that is additional modifiers. Like if I go over here, fuck the end game changes. I'm going to go over here for a second. If I went to like additional modifiers, right? So Nemesis, rare monsters in the map have a 50 to 80% chance to have additional modifiers. They're constantly... No, I know, I can't destroy the metal, it persists, right? Cool to see in Rax's earlier today. Yeah, I popped in there to say, hey, I like to just say hey to that guy whenever I get a chance, and whoever I can. I like to float around, say hi to people in the community. I like being a part of it. It seems to me that this is what they're doing. So I don't know if we have all the defensives that we need to survive that, because in Path of Exile 1, a good example would be like this. Let's say you're playing Righteous Fire, right? We're giving all these extra modifiers, risk scarabs, that kind of thing to make these rares really, really potent and dangerous. But we can mitigate by converting some amount of that physical damage to an element and then take that elemental resistance and push down that damage. You can't do that here. Like, not as well anyway. It's not as well known, so at least to me. So I don't know if that's going to be a thing or not. I get the feeling that hardcore players are going to get fucking waxed because of some of these buffed modifiers, is my guess. That's what I took away from it, and I'm curious. Who's that? Can't see real good. Who's that in the chat? Last match coming up soon, eh, Lunatic? How you doing, man? The wet mechanic with lightning sounds very OP. Why? Leroy, why do you feel like that? Yep, go ahead. You think Wolf could be a good boss killer with that ice charge buildup and blast combo? In what way? How you seen it come together? Bro to man, yo. Good morning, Fatal. How are you, man? Looking forward to getting back into PoE2, and cheers to you, man. Cheers as well. Yep. You have the Druid Ascendancy reveal nodes I can share in Discord? Yeah, send it over. I'd love to take a peek. It'd be great. Love to take a peek. I like this. This was big for me. And anybody who did a lot of Trial of Sekima's runs, you're going to be moister than an oyster and a cloister on this bad bitch. Added a relic locker to every end of floor reward room. Okay, so what we were doing before is we were just tossing everything into a dump tab, and then you type in the word relic, and you'd highlight all your relics, bring them back in your inventory, and then you'd like identify them, roll them up if they're pretty cool, right? That kind of thing. Now you just get that locker. Thank God. Great, so we can quickly sell. Yep. They're trying to balance pack size and area clear. Well, they've removed a shit ton of content. There's a lot less monsters, but the ones you fight are going to hit hard. That's what it seems like. Yeah. Insane. Oh, thank you very much, Sneaky Bish and Ta20. Thank you very much, guys. It's a great day. Tis a good day. Okay, let me see this. I'd love to see some of these if you got them. What do you got here? Ding Games? I don't use Restream.io. No, I don't pay for that shit. No reason to. Technology's too fast. No need to pay for that shit. We build our own stuff. You wish they'd have the lady identify your items too in the trial? Oh, interesting. Maybe it's there. That'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah. I look crisp. Do I look good? Here's what's up, man. Listen, I changed the entire stream layout last night. That's what I did. So now hopefully the microphone should sound better. Maybe you guys aren't catching it. I'm not hearing anything, which means it's probably good, if not better. But the mic is now, everything's like better. And where I'm actually streaming now is nice. The layout's better. Yeah? What do you mean rip homogenizing Omen? What are you talking about? No. No, that didn't happen. No. Eldritch Hades, I didn't see shit. The only thing I saw about Omens, by the way, was this. They had some content about that. Omens tablets say ritual favors and maps have a 70%. So it's a 10% increase on the bottom end, chance to increase omens showing up in the rituals. So you're seeing them more, actually. It's not that they're going away. The omens and crafting is still very much there. Everything's perfect? No, you're perfect. Yep. Dapper Goldie, you switch over to Twitch? What? No! What? I didn't listen to the Ziggy D interview. It's not in the patch notes. It was confirmed in Q&A. Hit me to 77 if omens are out. Are all omens gone, or is it just omen of homogenizing exaltation? Which one's gone? It's just homogenizing. Oh, forget about it. Okay, stand by. Going through the crafting loops. Okay. No homo. Yeah, okay, I can see the spam. I can see the spam already. I got it. Yeah, I see the no homo spam. It's fun. That's funny. Okay, guys, I understand. No homo. Got it. Okay. It's okay if you like that lifestyle. It's fine. It's not in the game anymore. Really? You think so? It's fine. We can it's all gonna be fine. We can still make crazy shit, just not as good. I like that. I kind of like that a lot. I like the variance now. That means itemization's a little bit better. Having something really good. Yeah. You wish it wasn't completely removed? Yeah, it would have been better to actually limit the once per item. Well, I'd be curious to have that conversation, Eldritch Hades, because if you limit the omen, it's not in the game anymore, of homogenizing exaltation to 1, that's all you ever needed anyway to make the crazy gear, like be it energy shield stacking or whatever we were doing, right? Anything like that. You only need it once. So to limit it once per item, unless you're talking about the crafts not going your way, and then that's just like bricked item, you'd probably just go get another one, right? Yeah. It was interesting. Yeah. Not watching the QA is crazy. Well, putting on a podcast for you guys live was more important to me than watching that part. I could always watch that whenever. And getting the time with 3 other guys to get together is important to me. So I'm glad they could do it. And I'm glad we made it work for you guys for your benefit, you know? The QA thing is like not something that I typically, it's just not, it gets kind of dry quickly. So I'd rather read this, you know? But I guess I missed out on an important thing. So lesson learned, yeah? Did they bless us? I didn't know. Yeah. Talk to me. What'd you say? You said it did feel odd how easy it was to craft gear in the last league. It was very easy. Yeah. That's right. Valerian, what's up, man? They also buffed staves by 50% to compensate wand focus being far superior. Did you see the Ice Whisper updates? Did you guys catch that? Let me see. So I'm gonna pull this up for you. Whispering Ice. Whispering Ice. That's what it is. Whispering Ice. Okay. So that's that two-handed staff, right? I think I have it over here. Items, Whispering Ice. Let me see. Search. Whispering Ice, Permafrost Staff. Okay, so this is like what we're talking about. This is it. So it used to be 2 to 4 to all cold spells, reduced cast speed by 20% is what it used to be, increased intelligence by 15%, and 4% increased spell damage per 10 int. That's what it used to be. Now, it's up to +7 all cold spells, which is comparable with the Focus 1 that you talked about. 10% increased intelligence, so it's less. 2% increased spell damage per 10 int, previously 4, like, ooh. But inflicts elemental exposure on hit, lowering all total elemental res by 60%. So, kind of nice. Kind of nice. Remember that you can't penetrate resistance that's not there in this game, but you can put them into the negative res. And once something's in the negative res, it takes more of that damage, multiplicative. Okay? I did. The Covenant is what you're talking about. Yeah, the new Covenant looks pretty cool. So is this going to make me use Whispering Ice? Probably not. But maybe it will. It's more usable. It's like when I get it, I might actually use it for a little while. What I think a change like this does is it makes the end game, or whenever I get this to the end game of mapping, a better conversation. It's a bridge. It's a bridge. So it's not trying to be a standout item. It just seems good. Yeah. Insane. Oh, thank you. Bearded Kiwi, thank you so much. And Sir Bizgard, you guys as well, man. I appreciate this. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Power play. Thank you for the resub, man. Thank you very much. Happy Friday, guys. Insane. So pretty good. It looks like some of these are getting like obvious buffs, which is fine. What Svalin is the shield we talked about earlier. Crazy. You can take 0 damage from blocked hits. Okay, and you get 300% increased armor instead of 200. Okay, sounds good. Like before it was a 50% variance, now it's 100% variance. Kind of tough. You said Cold Spark incoming with Elemental Equilibrium. You can do the exact same build, Valerian. You can do the exact same thing. And it's going to be 4 million damage, which is twice as much as I had in the end game. And I was still crushing it. But I wasn't playing the same end game for what that's worth. I actually think that this new end game will be a lot easier because there's less monsters. Yep. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate it, man. What'd you say, Dapper Gold? Do you think a lot of the changes to the uniques were all really good? Yeah. Use 3 of your genie in a lamp wishes, wishing for better uniques. So the Covenant's this one. So skills gain a base life cost equal to 100% of the mana cost. So this is essentially Blood Mage. This turns you almost into a Blood Mage. Almost. Like putting this on like a Stormweaver or something, it's kind of cool. But the problem is the thing that made Blood Mage insane was its Ascension passives. That's what made it crazy. Right. Well, yes. More difficult monsters, 40% more value. Everything there sounds fine. Like it's less pack size, sure. However, and I will put an asterisk on this, it may not matter when your damage goes through the fucking roof. Like you're just gonna one-shot everything. It's just getting better drops, but they're not as tightly packed. I think it's kind of weird. Yeah. Sure. You said unleash with Orbis Storms and Cold Infusions, GG? Yeah. Oh, well, you could do that now. Like, you could do that before. Like, that whole setup, I was doing that already. You know? Arcane Surge, Orbis Storms, and just go. And that was it. And it was GG. But it's going to be even better because of Choir of the Storms, at level 72 and above, it's going to just take off even better. Yeah. Chemistal. Thank you for the Prime. Thank you for the 22 months. Yep. I don't want to use both of those. I don't think so. Go ahead. Maps are very large with even less monsters will feel empty. I think so too. That's kind of my take. I'm happy you said that. I think the same thing. I think there's gonna be less content. Actually, yeah. Hey, what's going on, H-Crypt? Amen. Did you notice? H-Crypt, do you know what's going on here? Or should I explain? Let me know. Papa Gazumbo. What's up, Papa Gazumbo? Yo, dude. Do you know what happened to the build that you loved? Right here. So, Demish, you were asking. Thunderfist's Crackling Palm skill now has 15% base crit hit chance, was 5%. This is worth like huge zoom, okay? 15% base crit chance is exactly what we use on Blood Mage Spark to get that massive, like 40% or more critical hit chance in our build. And now you just get that in this like Thunderfist build, which is cool because that just so happens to coincide with, so remember 15% base hit chance, okay? And 40% more lightning damage. Which more, multiplicative, right? More. Okay, remember that. And then you go over here to unarmed, right? So unarmed attack skills are at 1.65 now instead of 1.4. So you got even more attack speed, even more base crit chance, and now 40% more lightning damage. Okay, there's a build. You toss that shit on a wolf. Okay, now you're doing cold lightning. Done. Congrats. But you're not. I guess you're not shapeshifting, are you? Because you have to use a talisman, 2-handed weapon, no unarmed combat. Shuts it off right there. It's like, how do you put that together? That's what I'm waiting to see. Yeah. Let me see about mob density. Let me see if I can pull that up for you, okay? Okay. So this is all tablet stuff. This is later, okay? So as an example, you kind of get a flavor for it. Breaches, like breaches in the maps, have 5 to 10% increased monster density. Used to be 4, 1% more. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the top here and scroll up. Where's he at? Where's H-Crip at? Hey, Zog, what's up, man? You said they lowered density but not pack amount. So same amount of packs, so less mobs per. That's less density. Yeah, that's just less density, yeah. Thunderfist is already legit. Real fucking legit. Real good. And I haven't even shown you Tempest Bell yet. Yeah. You haven't read any of it? All right. You figured the build is dead? It's not dead. Just so you guys know who you're in the room with. He's great. He's great people. Check this out. If I go to poe2.ninja and you go to builds and we check out good old fashioned blood mage, we click on, we're going to click on Spark here, and I check out damage, DPS at 11 million is H-Crip, and he's in the chat with you guys right now. So he's level 98 at the time of this snapshot. This guy knows his shit. This guy knows how to make great shit, and he's shared that with me on how to craft, so I could potentially make crafting videos for your benefit if Blood Mage Spark is something you want to do as well this season. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to push this content out to teach you how to make crazy stuff like he's got here. Except that right there, Hedge Witch Asandras, you can only use one, not two. It's limited to one in the game. One thing I wanted to focus on was this, and I'll get out of the way in case my big old head's in the way. Spark on his build with what he has going on. Hey Mo, Nuck Nuck Yo Yo was doing 11 million spark damage, okay? That's 11 million spark damage, Orb of Storms 1.4. Long story short, this entire build, H-Crip for yourself and anybody else, 60%, on average, 55 to 60% damage reduction across the board. So even with that, even with 60% less value from this build, you are still twice as much as what I ever was when I had 2 million sitting in town. And I was carrying player 6 Zarok runs in the Trial of the Sekima. So I still believe that all this stuff will be more than fine to rip apart the content of the game. It's not dead. It's almost like you probably wouldn't even notice a difference because your damage is so high anyway that when you hit that threshold of 2 million, 4 million, it's just GG anyway. And I didn't tell you guys this one. Son of a Mitch. Yo, dude, son of a Mitch. I didn't tell you this. Roas, right? The Roa mount. Let me see. Do they have mount speed? Okay, where's the Roa mount? You guys, right here. The Roa mount no longer increases movement speed. Wah, 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 wah. Isn't that crazy? So that's out of here. And it now has 100% reduced movement speed penalty from using skills while mounted. That's cool. So at least it feels nice and organic, right? You're still casting. That's cool, but you're not moving faster. Yep. Yep. You tell him, Droid. You said Veiled Calms and Wrath Pith Globe are all cheesy. Just run the rare items and add Zeri's gloves and you're not wrong. It's good. Hey, Jay Cutler, what's up, dude? Hey, doing huge? Yep. What's the reason to use Aroa? Just to get rid of that movement speed penalty? I guess so. That's right. You said Aroa is still buffed in this patch. I think the game plan was people were using the Roa mount to move quickly through the content. And if you weren't using Aroa, you were using a companion to give you haste and haste aura to do more damage, right? I think that's it. So that whole line is like important too. Thank you, Kenty. You're very kind. Thank you, man. Yeah, Valerian, that's my point. So H-Crip, now you know. That's basically what's going on. You said most people say it'll be faster because move speed while attacking. 100% reduced movement speed penalty from using skills while mounted. You think that's going to outperform this movement speed buff that you got from the Roa? Interesting. Love to hear that. Can't wait to see if that's true. Hey, Bonbon. Hello, friend. Thank you very much. I'm going to throw that spear right at you instead. Boom. What's going on? How's the kitty cat today? I love hearing it. Send photos. Roa is now the only way to go on a meaningful amount of reduced penalty. Not true. I mean, you can go from nothing. You can use from nothing jewels to reduce the penalty as well. How you doing, Nico USA? Right? Still in the game, Detri, yeah. A troublemaker? Hey. That's how it is. That's how it goes. Yeah. Exactly right. Yeah, I didn't think you could actually get... No, you can get that. Could you get that? It's a companion, right? Yeah, why can't you still get Cocaine Ant? Why not? What's going on, Jessivity? It could be crouching, yeah. Dudes and dudettes, I love that. Yeah. I'm having a... Hey, happy Friday, by the way, right? You made it. So it is a positive. There you go. They removed the ant, no longer a tameable beast. Interesting. Mist Man, how you doing? Welcome. Hell yeah. Interesting. They removed the ant from Spectre. Whew. I have to ask the question because I'm just so curious. The content creation space named Gazzy. I think we're all very familiar with Gazzy. What's his thought on the Cocaine Ant being adios, arrivederci, and sent out the space window? He must be super pleased, huh? I bet you not. Talk to me, Nico USA. You think you found a solution to my background noise from my NVIDIA broadcast G-Hub settings? Here we go. Thank you for letting me know there was an issue the other day. Oh, no problem. Sure. Yeah, no problem. Glad we could get that fixed for you. Interesting. He did not threaten to... Oh, that's okay. That's good. Did you guys catch the shield charge here? Collision now deals 254% of attack damage. It used to be 217, so got a buff for shield charge. Is that something you like to play with when you're like, you know, sliding through the game looking good? Thank you, DJ. Appreciate that. Yeah, today's the day, right? The partner anniversary day, all those beautiful years ago where you guys allowed me to do this full time. It's crazy to think, man. It's crazy to think. It's nuts. Okay, so getting down to the nitty gritty of it. He's doing a pod with DM right now. Oh, is it the, are they doing the tavern talk thing? Is that what it is? Yeah. You said Spectre players are going to be doing the weapon swap bug tech for Spectres in 0.4 if it's still in the game. Remember this company. They're very good at giving you a lot of data. They do a lot of work. They're great. But sometimes they fly some data under the radar, which we caught as well last season. Caught a little bit of that. Yeah. You're going to go shield wall this patch? It looks good. Hey, Nozarishi. Hey, you're the boss, not me. Yo. How you doing? How are you? I'm doing good. Happy Friday. We got this Druid Tang. So I guess what I'm... Here's where I want to go. Here's where I want to play. If I look at what I have so far in the game, what I know, and I haven't seen the Ascension passives yet. If you sent that through on Discord, I certainly didn't get it. Unless you like sent me an @ somewhere else. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, good. Just got to click on some stuff. You guys are wonderful. Okay, good. I want to read these. Before I read these, though, these Ascension passives from the stream, I really enjoyed, if I'm being frank, I really enjoyed the unarmed combat from the monk that we played before. That whole like hollow palm technique, that felt really cool. I never got into staggering palm stuff. I never got into that, and maybe I should, and maybe that'll be effective because staggering palm got buffed as well, slightly. I believe it's a buff. So staggering palm now has the wind type, which is pretty cool, but it now deals 204 attack damage, and the projectile's buff duration only starts to decrease after the first projectile goes out. So you slap it. What's that? What's going on? Are you guys having issues with the stream stuff? Oh, hopefully there's no buffering issues. My stream's freezing every couple minutes. Okay, thanks, man. I appreciate it. This is my first wireless stream. So if it goes kind of shitty, I'm going to literally go run to fucking Best Buy, grab a long-ass cable, and plug that shit back in. Okay? I'll totally do that if that's happening. Thank you. Who plays on wireless, right? Thank you. Hopefully that makes sense. So I think I'd like to try that again, but again, I never got Flicker Strike off the ground. Yeah? Okay, so you guys refreshed and it's smooth? Okay, I'll tell everybody refresh. If stream is buffering, refresh. No, it's a little bit of me, HCrypt. I just noticed I've dropped 1.2% of my frames since I've been live, so a little bit of that's me. You're good. Thanks, guys. Refresh. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. It's all good. I'm ready to entertain. Ready to communicate. Yeah? Yeah, you lowered the quality of the stream? How dare you? Sir Exile. No. 1080p. Look at these beautiful baby blues in 1080p. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. The lighting. All the effort. Okay? No way. No. Refresh. Do it again. Now you're good. It could be me. Remember, like I said, it's the first time I'm doing a wireless stream. It's insane. Crimson fucking Bruise. Thank you for the 12 months, man. Thank you. And yo. Back at you, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Don't you dare say free. No! Again? No! Son of a bitch. Oh, I can see it. Oh, big sad. It's a wireless thing? Oh, this is killing me. Oh, geez. All right. Fuck. Oh, fuck. It's always something, huh? Hey, you know what? At least, no, it's not a Twitch issue. It can't be a Twitch issue. I'm looking at it. Listen, at least we get that shit out of the way now. So when the league goes, we are fucking clean, you know? Oh, I wish I get 2K, you know? SoCal guy. What's going on, SoCal guy? Hello. It's a lot of pause at 1080. Forget about it, yeah? Yes, mate, TV. Thank you for the 11 months. Yeah, happy patch day to you too, man. Looking good. I wonder, okay.